everybody. It's Farrell with Junction City today, and I am here with, can you introduce yourself? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask your name.
Carol Jennings.
Carol Jennings. And you're with Union Station, correct?
Yes, I volunteer there bringing Jazz at the Station as a monthly program.
Yes, and you can't do it this month because of the COVID, correct?
Well, we've been off the air, off live performances since the last one on March 13th, not March 11th. The next day there was all sorts of warnings, and then on that Friday it was into the shutdown. So kind of stunned for 3 months, we let things go by, including our first annual Joe McQueen Festival, Jazz Festival, which we intended to hold in May. So we had to cancel that, but it's scheduled for 2021. But I had a young jazz artist get in touch with me. He said, why don't we try to do this live streaming? And I have to tell you, I've been so stunned by everything going on. It didn't even occur to me until a younger person said, hey, why don't we try something else? So that's what we're doing.
I've noticed that a lot of musicians are doing that, I guess, just to stay sharp or whatever, just because they set up the Zoom and they play.
If you love to play and you can't play, it's just like losing a loved one, and practicing by yourself is one thing, but especially if you're a jazz musician, when you really play against and with someone, you play off of people with your improvisations. If you need to do that live.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Musicians are really missing that kind of performance. All across the spectrum, any kind of musician, but especially with jazz people, because they have to play off of each other. It's a give and take. It's not like they're just following words on a page. They're having a conversation with each other, and they miss talking to each other. So
Union Station's going to do Jazz at the Station live streaming then, right? Is that what you guys are going to do?
Right, and for the foreseeable future. And, I'm one of those people in the category of I need to stay home. I'm old and I have a couple of other issues. So, I can't see me being out in public anytime soon, and I certainly don't feel comfortable inviting an audience out to a performance that I can't attend. So, we're going to be live streaming until it's safe, for everyone.
And that can be a few months from now.
Well, I can see we might be doing this well into the winter. We're going to find out what really happens to us when the winter gets here. We're back in school and things like that. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell what it's going to be like. But I know that we can once a month live stream something, regardless of what the rest of the world is doing. Providing the technology is still there, and I can find the musicians.
For sure. So can you tell me a little bit more, like dates and times?
Well, Jazz at the Station has been the second Wednesday of the month since January 1998. So it's the second Wednesday of the month for as long as I'm living. And I have young friends who are coming up behind me who assure me that Jazz at the Station will survive me. I make a joke about my age, but I'm old.
I'll be old.
And anyone could go at any time. I don't want it to be dependent on me. So young people are taking this in hand and helping me out. And I can see Jazz at the Station changing considerably because of it. The technology part of making music will be more important. Prior to this, most people are just concerned about what it sounds like in a room. Now we have to worry about what is it going to look like live streaming, and how are we going to get an audience, and
challenges.
But on the other hand, I think that this might be a way for us to get to more people than we had before, because jazz instructors in high school can tell their kids, hey, you can come and see jazz without going anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So, jazz students will have a lot easier access to seeing live music, even though it will be on a two-dimensional screen, but they're used to that. They're used to viewing music like that. So,
well, and like you said earlier, the younger generation, they're used to this type of thing here.
Yeah.
So to a younger person, not a big deal. It's like, why don't we just do it all the time?
I just think they're going to help. They're just going to have a good eye and a good sense of things and help us make it, improve it. This is an interesting thing that's going to happen. We're going to do a project with Weber State students. There's a new degree program up there, audio technology and music technology. So we'll be able to give some of those students some practical experience when we're doing this. I mean, I'm leaping ahead. We are going to do this the second Wednesday of the month, and we're going to try to encourage young people to bring their talents out, even outside of the music, with the technology and everything. Help us to move jazz at the station into the mid-20th century with 21st century with a pandemic on our shoulder. I mean, who's done this before?
So where can they find it? What's the website? How do you get to?
I don't know it by heart, but I think it's unionstation.org.
Oh, so you just go to the Union Station website then?
Yeah, and it'll be playing there live, and then we will be finding a permanent home for some of these things, and it might be on a Facebook page. But we haven't worked out all the details then. And I hear it's going to be on Channel 17. So, but we're on the front end of this. We have about 10 days to get it all worked out. We've got it up on Facebook. I've already got a couple of hundred people, our own Jazz at the Station fans. They're happy to see us coming back. I have a couple of friends who teach high school band, and they're happy to share the information with their students. They're actually, the students get a chance to play at Jazz at the Station at least once or twice a year. So it's cool for them to be able to anticipate, how they might be doing when it's their turn. Yeah,
so it's you just said it and I can't remember because I have a short memory. The second Wednesday of every month?
Yeah, every second Wednesday of every month, 7 to 8, 1 hour. And when we meet in person, it's all ages, accessible, and free.
So the second Wednesday of every month, unionstation.org.
7 o'clock. Yes, unionstation.org.
7 p.m.
7 to 8, 1 hour.
All right.
And then I hope that after that it will be someplace else, so that people can watch it after the fact.
Yeah, for sure.
And it'll be a good record of the musicians playing too.
Yeah, that's for sure. Alrighty, well, we look forward to seeing it the second Wednesday of every month from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Union Station website. You can see Jazz at the Station for free.
That's exactly right. And I appreciate you giving us attention.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for talking with me. I appreciate it.
Okay.